Okay, so day 72 of me recording my journey from zero to $30,000 a month. So today I spent most of the day on service delivery and also trying to come up with some type of how do I call it, kind of like folder. Uh, so what I realized is that the current, I don't know if I could call it client, but like the current guy that I'm working with service delivery, I have so much back and forth with them, so kind of like trying to get information of like for example I kind of like sent him a text today about like information that I need, like competitor, service to prioritize, and customer, like unique selling point, analytic, conversion data, and so there's so much data that I'm gathering from him, and there's so much data that I'm also gathering from from the market, from the market he's trying to get after. That I was thinking about storing that data somewhere, and that's where I kind of came up with some like to create some type of folder. I came up with a name, I think, and the name was like some type of account folder, and I started designing it on Unlockable. So it's so for some reason the dashboard stuff always came up. So it's almost like some type of agency dashboard where I have my KPI, and it's some type of like some type of a client management system. And so all this data that I'm gathering, I was like trying to get them somewhere on some type of folder, but the problem with like some type of like generic folder that I create on my computer, I'm not gonna have like all these like information like stored in a way that I want. That's why I rather create some type of folder, and I came up with the folder, and I kind of like describe like how I want it. So at first it's like some type of like client pipeline. So like the first when I'm done finishing the dashboard, if I give you on my video, I might show it, because there's like other system out there to like for this type of stuff, but I think it was better that I came up with my own, because there's Notion and there's some other thing called Kiban, but it's so broad that I just want something specific to myself to kind of like get all my stuff. So you have KPI and client pipeline if they are prospect, and if I'm onboarding them, and if they're an active client, and if they are on some type of retainer. And once I open every client folder, I have their KPI information and then progress timeline. So on the progress timeline, if I already sent an audit, if I already access their account, because I need access to the Google Business profile and website and stuff to start working. Funnel, if I already set up a funnel for them, review campaign, and then if I generate them lead, and I have some type of custom stuff, custom board for SEO metric, reviews logs, so like we need to gather review from Yelp, Google, everything, and also have a section for deliverable. So website audit report, SEO keyword, and then landing page design. So kind of like what I'm currently doing for them. And also have some type of funnel map, and then note. The note section was really important, because every time I'm gathering data specifically from the client, I kind of need like where to store them. I might I'm kind of like designing multiple software at the same time. I might kind of like bundle them in one piece, but since it's not what's important right now, it's not software, it's mostly like doing client work, so that's why I'm not so focused on it. And while I was working on this, I was thinking about um this guy called Lex Cisne, and uh, he have a book called Design to Scale that I read probably like 2 years ago, and which is a really good book. And he talk about some type of AI, which is like the brain of the company. It's not my current focus now right now, but I keep thinking about it while I'm like working on this agency. I think it's kind of like one of the key things I might start working on in the future. While I was like storing all these data from this current prospect that I'm working with, I was thinking about this whole AI brain stuff that I probably eventually have to set up, because uh, there's 5 level to AI, and like using ChatGPT and stuff, it's kind of like the first level, and the AI brain stuff is probably like kind of like the third level. So like your own company have your own its own brain, but it's kind of like advanced stuff, because right now that's what my focus is doing client work or spec work. So day 72.